Hey everybody, welcome to the course page for D2L for History 101. My name is Cami Westall. I will be your virtual guide through this online experience and just wanted to show you a couple of things in case you weren't acclimated to our D2L Internet Software Management System. Obviously you've made it this far, so you're off to a great start. Anytime that there's a big news item from me, it'll appear in this center section, so don't overlook it. It won't be an everyday occurrence. It might just be once a week, might be once every 10 days, but pay attention to this middle news column. Also, upcoming events like test days, discussion closing dates will be posted over to the right-hand side. A place where you'll be spending a lot of time is the Content tab. Under the Content, you'll see several resources, including the official syllabus. I want you to look over this on your own. I'm just going to go over it quickly with you because this video is going to end up being huge in terms of the megabytes it uses. My contact information is there, information on the text. Make sure that you've got Volume 1, not Volume 2. I don't want you looking up things about Charlemagne and telling me you can only find Winston Churchill or Adolf Hitler or something like that. So Volume 1, why do you need this course? I always ask that with math questions, but this is a big course. We cover a lot of stuff. It helps you develop critical thinking skills, understand the values that we have in the Western world today. You get to learn all kinds of stuff from the ancient Greeks, what we've inherited to them, even if their architecture, up through famous leaders like Alexander the Great, who sort of set a precedent for guys later like Adolf Hitler. Christianity, Islam, constantly in the news these days, the Renaissance, the Reformation leading to a Protestant church. Most of y'all probably go to a Protestant church. We'll see where all of that comes into being. Course policies, you're expected to log in at least once a week. You might be dropped from the course if you haven't done that. Honor code, my big word on plagiarism. I'm not a fan of it. Plagiarism, copying someone else's work in part or in full. I'm a pretty easygoing person except with this. If you do it once, you get a 0. If you do it twice, you fail the course and get your name submitted to the Vice President for academic misconduct. So don't do that. That's alright. Now I'll go back to being nice. Final course grade breakdown is there, and then an assignment schedule for classes, the class assignments as well. It's located down there. Section for students with any type of disability is there as well. Also under the Content tab, there's a rubric. This is what your test essays will be based on. I got an email from Lavetta Seymour. There's a little video explaining what plagiarism is. Some of these videos that I have on here, you'll notice this box that pops up. I promise I don't have any virus-laden things that I've sent. If you're going to watch them, a lot of times you need to press no. But there's a little video documenting what plagiarism is. Proctoring instructions. The final exam in here must be a proctored assignment. So that's way down the road. And then there's some other resources, some videos, again, that can be kind of tricky depending on your computer to pull up. Sometimes you have to click back and forth a little bit. Oh, well, yeah, I got my whole internet shut down. No. Maybe not. See, technological problems happen to all of us. But sometimes that requires a little more clicking around. But it'll come up depending on how your computer happens to be cooperating. There's some video summaries that I've tried to make that also take some clicking around, but just to help you a little bit. This one for the video summaries or the chapter summaries I've produced, you have to click up at the top. Maybe this one will be more cooperative. Launching. This opens a separate window through some other software. But I wanted to, again, you've got to be self-disciplined in this class. You'll be learning a lot on your own. But I did want to provide you with a few resources, some audio-visual stuff, to keep you going, keep your attention span going. So again, this is what these chapter summaries that I provided, most of them are about 10 minutes, look like. I had a really bad cold when I recorded that, and laryngitis. So yeah, so those that I had a cold for aren't so good. So spend some time in the content tab. Some of the videos, you've got a quiz on this longer one that's listed there. You'll be spending a lot of time on the discussions tab as well. Usually about once a week for the first couple of months, pretty much by every Monday they'll be open for a week. You'll have a discussion due. I'm very flexible with these. My discussions, you don't have to have any type of fancy citations. I want to see that you read the chapter, that you answered the question, that you've actually thought about the material. If you do that, if you write your own words and not someone else's, if it's between 400 and 800 words, they're usually an easy 100. So the discussion posts are meant to help your grade, meant to boost them up. Your first introductory discussion, to type it in, you've got to look at the syllabus, but you can just click around when you've are ready to compose a message. You can, just like an email, type your subject, post it there. You can just say introduction or something like that, but the prompt is there, practicing typing one, and then after the introduction one, there'll be more content-based. Quizzes, when it's time to take the tests, and a video quiz that's available February 3rd through 7th. You'll be able to access those here under the quizzes tab. And those are the main things you'll be able to use. Your grades will always be posted under the grades column. But again, if you have content questions, let me know. Send me an email. You can access that through the class list page and get my email there. It's also in the syllabus. Take a look around. I'm there for you guys. You do need to be self-disciplined with learning this stuff on your own and reading it and getting the discussions due. But I hope it'll be a good course and a good semester for all of you, and I wish you the best of luck.